Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Bake Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. I'm having a really good day. You gonna lay down and chill, Maggie? Yeah, okay. She does this thing when she hops on my bed. She does like a run and jump, and then she just she does this little collapse and slide thing across my bed. It's so cute. It's so cute. I wish y'all could see her when she does it. She does it so suddenly. But this morning, yesterday evening, my mother had texted me, say hi to Peggy, y'all. My mom's name is Peggy, and she asked if I wanted to go to the Bossier City farmers market. I had been thinking about going to that farmers market. I knew they had it in the Bossier Mall parking lot. I just I hadn't wanted to get up early enough to go. But she asked me, and I was like, sure, we'll go to that. So I got up at the, early. Got up early to go to the farmer's market with Mama, and I went and picked her up. And so we went over there, and they had all kinds of different stuff. Would you please go lay down, Miss Lady? Oh, come on. Hold on. Let me put that in my shirt so you don't mess it up. Come on. Jump. She hadn't been doing a whole lot of jumping up on me. Look down here. You see that pretty little baby. Look at that pretty baby. Okay. No sense in seeing my little mess. Now I got it all crooked. Thanks, Maggie. Okay. There, we're straight again. Anyway, so I went and got her, and then we went over there, and they had all kinds of stuff. And they had somebody making fruit smoothies, and they did have a couple of, I want to say 2 or 3 different crochet booths, and they had a young lady there that was just getting set up, and she had some of the most unique crochet designs I had ever seen. And it was like the bralettes, and then some of the and some crochet shorts, and they were like in reggae colors. You know what I mean? Reggae colors, or maybe I don't know how else. The like Bahama colors, those kind of colors. And then she even had some Christmas themed colored things, and just really cool stuff. And now I did get a card from her. Well, I think maybe she's just starting out, because she's looked very, very young, like in her 20s, young. And but I'm gonna put her Instagram and stuff in the description box, because she's really new. But I think she did say she had Etsy, but her Etsy link is on her Instagram. Excuse me, y'all. I must have got a dry patch in my throat. Anyway, but it's Creations by Jazz, Jazz 2024. So I'm gonna put that information in the description box, but it's Creations by Jazz 2024, and that's what she goes by. It looks like that's what she goes by. I'm gonna have to get my magnifying glass, because he literally put it on this tiny little card. But even with my no line bifocals, it's hard to read this. But that's what she is on Facebook. That's what she is on Instagram and Gmail. So Creations by Jazz 2024. So apparently she's brand new at selling her creations, but I wanted to throw out a little support for her, because I just thought she was so unique. And in a world of sameness, everybody doing similar things, I thought she was just very unique. Like I said, there was at least 2 other crochet people doing crochet things there, and she just stood out to me. Now, I didn't buy any of her stuff because she hadn't finished setting up yet. So, but I did look at her stuff. Well, none of it would have fit me, to be perfectly frank, because it was geared toward the younger set, the younger, slimmer set that wears more revealing things. But I've had a lot of people ask me to, I have things placed on Facebook Marketplace, to sell, and I've had people message me and send me pictures of things that they, you know, wanted made, and I was like, yeah, don't make those. But now when they message me, I'm going to say, contact Jazz instead. Jazz makes those. So we'll let Jazz make that for them. But then I ran across another little crochet. Now, I didn't get these folks' names. They didn't look like they needed any help. They looked like they were fairly successful in selling their things. So, but they had the cutest little amigurumi. And you know, I cannot make amigurumi. No, I don't make anything that small. And I have lots of amigurumi babies that some of my lovely friends have sent me over the years, and that I do treasure very much. But I came across this little thing that I had to have. My mama couldn't believe that I bought this little bitty thing. But it just spoke to me, and it's my colors. It's a rhino. It's a little rhino. She used pot cleaners for its horns. And it was $3. $3. I thought that was a steal, to be honest. I thought that was a steal. Because look how adorable that is. I don't know how long it took her to make that, but it was worth every bit of $3 in my opinion. And I just thought it was adorable. Adorable. Now I did buy some overpriced peaches. You know, you go to the farmer's market, I guess if you have a lot of money for produce, because they go through a lot to girl, if you knock my TV over, we're gonna have problems. She did something and it shook the TV over there. Anyway, yeah, I bought a bag of 7 peaches for $7, $1 a peach, because peaches next to strawberries is my favorite. So, and they were perfect, just absolutely perfect peaches. But I guess they go through a little more to produce these produce items when they're individual people, and instead of big companies, and so they, you know, they charge more. Somebody that was in line at one of the stands, because my mama wanted some green tomatoes for fried green tomatoes. If you never had one before, you are missing out. So mama was looking for some fried green tomatoes, some green tomatoes to make fried green tomatoes, but she only wanted 2, because she's the only one over there in her apartment. She lives in an apartment with my sister and my nephew, and she's the only one that likes fried green tomatoes. So she only wanted 2, and so she was trying to negotiate how much she could get for just 2, because they had them in little baskets, you know. And and then the dude that was, I guess he just got overwhelmed, and he completely ignored my mom, who had asked him about that before other people that came behind her and went around her and just completely bumped her out of line. And so she got frustrated, and she didn't end up buying any from him. And so we just left that particular stand after I got my peaches. And we walked around, and then we found a gentleman that was eating some watermelon, and he had some green tomatoes, and we got her tomatoes from him, because he was very sweet and he was very reasonable. It's too bad he didn't have peaches. He had watermelon and tomatoes. But he was a big old dude, and he was very, very sweet, and he took care of mama and got her what she wanted. And then we went and got our smoothies. And they had mango and pineapple and honey. They were good. And I bought this necklace too. It reminded me of California, so that's why I bought it, because it reminded me of California with the shells. And this was $10. And I don't know if they handmade it or not. I just know I thought it was really, really pretty. And I'll come up closer so y'all can see that. But I thought the beading was really pretty. And like I said, it reminded me of California. And so I just went ahead and bought it. It's really, really light, and I don't like really heavy things around my neck. I can't tolerate anything really heavy or really constrictive around my neck. So I liked it because it was super, super light. They had some other really beautiful necklaces, but they were kind of heavy, And so I was like, I don't want anything that heavy around my neck. I had a past trauma involving my neck, and I just don't like things heavy around my neck. So lightweight things around my neck are fine. And for years I couldn't even wear necklaces because I had a big old neck. You know, I was 200 pounds overweight and couldn't even wear a necklace. And now I can wear necklaces, but they just need to be really lightweight. So this fits the bill just fine. But yes, oh, and I hadn't put the peaches up yet. So peaches. Let that be my thumbnail. Peaches. 7 peaches for $7. But it was fun. It was fun. It was fun to walk around and look at all the different stuff, and you know, we looked all different. That, you know, they didn't have as you know, I thought you think it was going to have more produce, but there was other things being sold there. There was paintings and crafts and all sorts of different things there. I probably wouldn't hesitate to go back there if I had more money to spend there, but Mama was kind of like, because it was really hot. It was really hot, and she's been having some blood pressure problems, and so the heat was really getting to her, and she was wishing she had brought her walker, but maybe next time she'll bring her walker, and it'll be a little easier on her. But yeah, we just kind of, you know, perused things, and then she bought us the smoothies. But yeah, I mean, I had a decent time. I think it was, you know, it was a nice way to spend a Saturday morning, and get to spend some QT time with my mom. And you know, that's never a bad thing. We rode there and back listening to some Stevie Ray Vaughan, and we both enjoy that. So it was good to spend time with just me and her. We don't get to do that enough, so that was pretty cool. And oh well, I could show you. This is progress on a throw blanket that I'm making my sister for her birthday. I don't know if she'll watch this or not. And my sister's colorblind, so I don't know that she'll even notice the different. This is the Bag O' Day tonal hues. That's the purple, and then I've started working with this is, I love this yarn, which this is called what, Moody Mosaic, in the purple. This is what I'm adding to. So what I'm gonna do, because I got 4 of these, and I only had three of the purple tonal hues, so I'm gonna just alternate them and make it just as big as I can. But of course it's hot here. We've got a heat advisory here, so working with a blanket over my lap, not fun. But I'm using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I'm just I'm not chaining between clusters. I'm just, you know, to make it tighter. But that yarn did work up really pretty. That tonal hues works up really pretty. And then, you know, at first I was kind of doubting my decision to use the Moody Mosaic, but then as I went on to row 2, the purple started coming out real nice, and I was like, yeah, that looks just fine. So I think it'll look just fine, those 2 yarns, you know, in combination with each other. At first I was kind of doubting my decision, but then as I went on, I was like, yeah, that looks good. That looks good. That's going to be nice. And so, yeah, I think that'll pair just nice for a nice little throw blanket for her. Her birthday's in August. She will be 50. Yeah, I'm the older sister. I'll be 52 in October, and my little sister will be 50 in August. So, yeah. Don't think there won't be some little jokey jokes thrown around. Oh, most definitely. But I'll try to be gentle. Nobody threw any whole lot of jokes around at me when I turned 50. So I'll be gentle, because she's sensitive. So we'll be gentle with her. But it's been a good morning so far. I hope y'all are having a good morning. I'm going to just put some music on and try to relax. I might work on this blanket a little bit. There is another thing that... I had started a corner to corner blanket earlier this year, late last year. I think late last year. Yeah, I think it might have been late last year with some Karen 1-pounders. I've rethought that blanket altogether. I think I'm going to frog all that and do a granny square blanket with it. I'm really feeling like I want to do a granny square blanket with those colors. So I'm going to frog all that. I'm going to get that out and frog all that. And I just got to figure out the order of the colors first. And that might be a video for tomorrow. I don't know. I know! A weekend video! Ah, imagine! Shocker. But yeah, I'm gonna find that and frog that, because that's a blanket I could work on without it being over my lap. I could just do squares. I have to go through my stash and see, because there's a particular color that I want to use is the joining color and the you know, going around all the squares when I get them all together. I got to make sure, I just got to get all my yarn together and then frog what I had going to begin with, and then decide what color, what, you know, what order of the rounds, you know, of the squares I want to do. But I'm sure I have enough yarn. I just got to I got to get it all together and then see what, you know, I don't think it's going to be like a huge blanket. Maybe about 24 squares, maybe 28 at the most. And yeah, but they're kind of beachy colors, you know, they're beachy colors a little bit. But I got to just make sure that I have enough of that that one blue color that's called Ocean, that I want to use as the connecting color and the border color. I want to make sure that I have enough of that to do the job. I'm fairly certain I got another skein of that. I just have to go through all my totes to find it all. My very unorganized totes. I told Johnny the other day that I really wanted to go through my yarn and get everything organized in better, you know, a better organization. And he's like, of course you do. Because he knows that means if I decide to go through the totes and organize them and, you know, kind of put yarn aside for mystery bags, that means he's got to work. He's got to come help me, because there's only about 20 totes. At least. So yeah, that means getting them all out of their little spot and putting them in the middle of the room and opening them and going through them. Yes, so it's quite a undertaking, and so he knows that means I'm gonna want his help, but he doesn't mind really. He's spoiled rotten, y'all. He's spoiled rotten, and I love spoiling him. He's worth it. That boy is worth it. Both boys really are. And Will's been over here visiting. He's still house sitting. Will, my oldest son, he's been house sitting for some friends while they were out of town, and so he's doing that for another couple of weeks, I think. And but he's been over here to visit and see his old mom, and check in on me. But he seems to be doing well. But that's about all I got for y'all now. I just you know, figured I'd give y'all a little you know, update on what I did today, and crochet update, and hopefully I can find all the yarn I need for this for, you know, starting another project. I'm actually frogging a project and repurposing the yarn for, it's still going to be a blanket, it's just going to be a different blanket. Yeah, I'm justifying, I'm tackling it for, I'm just yeah, I'm doing that. I just been sitting, it's in a zipper pack, it's in a clear zipper thing over there across the room, and it's been kind of staring at me, and I'm like, I really need to do something with that because it's staring at me. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with it, because I no longer want it as a corner to corner. Yeah. You know, we women are just like that. We're fickle. you know, you just never know what we're going to do. We're change our mind. That's our prerogative, to change our mind. And well, I've changed my mind. I really hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Depending on how things go, I may pop in with another video tomorrow. I don't know. You just have to tune in and find out, won't you? But I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And of course, please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting on you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all then. Bye.